know the classic kart racer Mario Kart. I mean, look how many Mario Kart games out there. They all started back on the Super Nintendo, but now there's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for the Switch, which is one of the games I want, by the way. But there is one. But did you guys know that Crash Bandicoot had a racing game of his own? Yes, it's called Crash Team Racing. And in my personal opinion, now this is just my personal opinion, you don't have to like everything I like, but in my personal opinion, this Crash Team Racing is better than Mario Kart. It was released in 1999 for the Sony PlayStation, and it was also Naughty Dog's last Crash Bandicoot game. A moment of silence. If you were a kid growing up in 1999, you would look something like this. This is amazing. Too much to handle. I think I have a wet one. Yeah, PlayStation fans in the late 1990s would be all over the place. But what makes this game so amazing? Well, let's find out. Look at this title screen. Oh my god, is it good! It's just Crash holding a trophy with CTR and a list that explains everything. Time trial, arcade, versus, battle, high score. But what really sets the tone is the adventure mode. Holy crap! You have no idea how awesome that is. It's a shame you have to wait 20 seconds to get the opening cutscene to work, but meh, it's okay. The story starts off innocent and cute. Aw, that's so cute. But if I know Crash Bandicoot games, it's gonna go sour pretty quickly. It starts off with a race today. You know, everyone's racing, but security cameras? That's because of an alien that's emerging from space. He goes by the name of Nitrous Oxide. He's from the planet gas Moxia. And he claims to be the greatest racer ever. Talk about an ego issue. Seriously, dude, you should really get that checked. He challenges everybody to a race, but he does have a wager though. If he wins, he'll turn the entire world into, get this, a concrete parking lot. Who is evil enough to turn the entire globe into a concrete parking lot and enforce slavery in a Crash Bandicoot game? Are you serious? But this makes the story even more epic. This is so cool. Anyway, Oxide comes into his little ship and challenges the entire world to a race. Bloody awesome. So, rather than calling the military, everyone accepts Oxide's challenge. Don't they know that if they lose, the entire world will be turned into a concrete parking lot? Also, how can you land cars on the moon? The graphics look great. You get a rundown of each character's like, Polar reading a book? He's a polar bear, for God's sake. Bloom transition! Oh, this is awesome. Oh, suck it, Dingo Doll. This is funny, but, you know, everything in this story is actually really good. Cortex is still being himself, you know, passed through the sewers, and Crash is, well, asleep. Classic! Just perfect. Wow, that has got to be one of the most compelling stories I have ever heard. An alien challenges Crash Bandicoot to a race. Take that, Mario Kart. Sorry that I keep making fun of Mario Kart, but remember, personal opinion. We are brought to the character screen. Every character has its own stats. Crash is the all-rounder, you know, with intimate speed. Cortex is also an all-rounder. Tiny has massive speed and crap turning. Coco has speed and acceleration. Dingo Doll's much the same. Polar and Pura are the same too. You also want to keep track of the stage, as in when you choose the character that you want to play as, you can't change it. Personally, I think the all-rounder is the most likely choice for new players. Characters like Tiny and Dingo Doll can gain much speed, but can't turn anymore. Coco and Engine are but, you know. And Polar and Pura are the littlies, meaning that They don't gain much speed, but they can turn around tight corners very easily. So of course, for this review, I'm gonna go with the classic homeboy, my best homeboy, my video game homeboy, Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, thumbs up. And yeah, let's just put our name in and get started with the game. Before that though, we have Aku, or Uka, depending on what character you chose, telling us on how to play the game. Personally, I think it's a great tutorial. Much better tutorial than any of the other games. For the single fact that you get Aku, or Uka, talking you about how to start playing the game. And with that, we can begin the game. And his mouth animations are funny as hell. I mean, look at that. Blah, 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 blah. Before we begin a race, we get a nice open world to drive about in. And get used to the controls. The controls, oh my god, are they good! They're so tight and responsive. And if I mess up, I know that it was my fault rather than the game's fault. Anyway, let's enter a warpad and let's start to race. After a swift loading process, and oh my god, this race is so awesome! The controls are so tight and the races are just so fun. You get standard items like bombs, TNT crates, Wumpa Fruit charges up your car to make it even more powerful. You also get potions and stuff. It's basic racing stuff. You know, it's like Mario Kart, but with a Crash Bandicoot twist. Luckily, unlike Mario Kart, I love the races! These are so cool! You can have so much fun, and there's a lot of shortcuts, like this. I'm about to jump off a trip. Woo! You can also get a boost and Entropy's time clock. Now about the boosting. You can boost by getting air on a jump, running over pads, or getting a boost in your item box. It's actually pretty fun, and can be quite addicting. I've never had this much fun in a kart racer at all. I mean, normally when I play Mario Kart, it's really fun, but oh, Crash Team Racing is so awesome. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Oh my god, it's so beautiful, I can't stand it. Oh. And when you do win a race, you get this lovely bird who comes careening towards you in the size of the screen, Crash doing the Crash dance, and then you win a trophy. Crash, you might want to stick that onto the world. Unlike Mario Kart, which has rubber banding, this game is hard for a specific reason. There's so much bloody chaos. Yeah, 1 minute you're in a race, you start off Crash Team Racing like, let's pick a game. Crashing Cove is gnarly, dude. And you finish Crash Team Racing like, almost on the spread past Cortex. Yes! Whoa! Oh, that race was gnarly, dude. The best thing about Crash Team Racing is the bosses. Bosses? In a racing game? Cool. The first one up is Ripperoo. He drives with his feet. How cool. You find him in Roo's tubes, which is actually pretty fun. Only this little wanker decides to drop TNT everywhere. Grrr! This little bastard is so hard. Are you kidding me? I mean, he is known for TNT, but Jesus! After you kick his ass, you get rewarded with a key. It's basically the same as the trophy, except it leads you to another world. Next boss up is Papu Papu, the guy who sounds like a brand of nappies. You could totally see him in a Huggies commercial. You find him on Papu's Pyramid. It's really cool how they have character-specific race. I mean, to make the boss fights feel like an actual fight, instead of you just racing them on a different track. So, it's actually pretty cool. Only problem, he only fights using potions. And it's not a bad thing, it's still pretty fun though. Next up is Komodo Joe. No Komodo Mo though, probably be too confusing. And you gotta be fair to the kids, I mean, you just gotta. It's already hard enough. This boss fight is actually pretty cool. In fact, all the boss fights are cool. He throws TNT and nitro crates, but one thing that I don't understand is why is he shooting TNT and nitros? Shouldn't that be reserved for Ripperoo? I thought in the Ripperoo fights it'd be made pretty clear Komodo Joe had nothing to do with it. Next up is Pinstripe Potteroo. You find him in a hot air balloon or sky, I don't know the name. Leave him in the comments down below if you know. He's actually pretty fun and he throws bombs around. After all, Pinstripe is known for his gun. Would it be cool if you can actually fight him? But how does Oxide fare? Well, the last boss up is Nitrous Oxide. And let me just warn you, he is about to get really hard really quickly. How hard is he? Well, he leaves way too early. And if that's not a cheat, damn, Naughty Dog, why'd you do it? I guess they probably thought that the game wasn't hard enough. Luckily for though, I love this race. It's so awesome and really heart intensifying. It is so cool how he just drops knot and potions everywhere. And he comes at you with full force. He's basically the middle finger. Yep. But guess what you have to do after you win him? You win the game? Well, in order to complete the game 100%, you're going to have to collect CTR tokens. And how do you get the CTR tokens? Well, it's pretty simple. You just drive around a track and collect the letters C, T, and R. And if that's not hard enough, you have to complete the race in first place to win the token. Really? I mean, it does add a fair challenge, but Jesus! Can this get any more hard? I mean, the game is already hard enough. It might as well be called the Dark Souls of racing games. Not that was never a thing, I mean, because that's totally possible. But it is pretty fun having to go around and collect letters and win in first place. My advice would be to collect all the letters in the first lap. Then you can spend the rest of the 2 laps trying to get a CTR token. Yeah, or you could just play them. Or enter a cheat code. The next up is the classic time relics. Remember in Crash 3 that everyone talks about how they don't like the relics because it disrupts the flow of Crash Bandicoot? Well, it works in a racing game because Crash is fast. The relics work. Crash is literally racing against time and it works for a racing game. With Crash 3, it's a platforming game where patience is required. But here, you're going as fast as the speed of sound. So obviously relics are necessary. They are pretty hard though. I mean, and the same as Crash 3. You know, you have to smack into boxes. But I like it in here because it works. Unlike in Crash 3, where relics are almost inducing, here, you could blast through and get a sapphire lickety-split. Like, seriously, this should how a time racer should be. You're racing against time. And in the menu, you also get the Naughty Dog scrapbook. It's a basic concept art of all the Crash games in existence. What a perfect way to send off an iconic character. Well, that was Crash Team Racing for you. Farewell to Naughty Dog, and it's so cool. But we will miss you, Crash, even though he's back with the Insane Trilogy. So, what do I think? One thing I did forget to mention was gem cups. This is how you play all the bosses. And there's also a character called Penta Penguin that can only be played by entering a cheat code. The one time you need a cheat in a video game. Entropy is unlocked by completing the time trials. And you can't play as Oxide. I mean, you can, you have to hack the games. But it causes the system to... Damn. Times are tough. I'm sure throughout this review, most of you guys have played, oh no, you're just playing the nostalgia card. I don't like this video. Oh my god, you're so hypocritical. Oh my god, this guy is like so dumb. I mean, Mario Kart is honestly better because it has Mario in it. Okay, good for you. I'm just saying that there are other better Mario clones out there. Besides, you gotta give him some time. I mean, Crash Bandicoot definitely has the win. Whether you're saying it's a Mario Kart clone, or if you're like me and says it's better than Mario Kart, this game surely stands out. Do I even have to explain why this gets a 10 out of 10? Because I don't really. If you have the means, I highly suggest picking it up. You'll have some time for some multiplayer action. Speaking of multiplayer, did you know the PlayStation has a little thing called a multi-tab that looks like a boomerang. Were they being Aussie racist or something? I hope not. Well, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share. And a quick announcement. I uploaded my first song on Bandcamp through... It's on the Elevate Academy website. I'll leave a link in the description. And I just have a new straw poll out. This is for the Christmas episode. Now, the Christmas episodes will be a series of 12 videos. They'll be really, really short videos, so don't expect like a big major review like this. No, just think of like a compilation review. So, bottom line, wrapping this up. Thank you guys for watching this video. Leave a like down below. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video and leave a comment down below. I have 2 links in the description for Bandcamp for my original song. It's on the Elevate album. And straw poll for the Christmas episode. So, thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next time. Goodbye!